Will you buy Boeing? Will you buy Boeing stock because it's paying a dividend when you know that their airplanes are falling or having issues every other day because it's paying a dividend for years and it's increasing its dividend? Are you willing to do that? I don't have the courage. It might be in the S&P 500, but if it drifts away, I wouldn't care. I'm going to set the record straight. I am not advocating for people to stop doing what they want to do in the stock market. Meaning, if you want to invest in dividend stocks, you can do that. It's personal. I don't want to come across as a grumpy, still old, still young and old investor. I don't want to sound grumpy. I want to sound realistic. I want to be authentic. And if you want to invest in dividend, it's okay. It's up to you. My thesis is, if you're young, if you're like in your, 20s, 30s, and I would say even on your 40s, if you're still working, if you know you have years, God willing, years ahead of you of being in the working force, I agree that I have to come to terms that growth, it's better for you. Growth gives you the best total return, because when you invest in dividends, you are essentially getting a paycheck. That's how I look at it. And you are not taking a risk. If you're not taking a risk on certain things in your life and you're playing it safe, then life is not going to reward you with all the rewards you deserve. You are essentially getting a paycheck when you invest in dividends. Time has proven that growth outperforms dividends. And the S&P 500 pays a dividend. But S&P 500 dividend is the best kind of dividends, because the whole point of the S&P 500 is not about dividend. It's about market share, market capitalization, market cap. The biggest companies will get a bigger pie or a bigger percentage of your money into that company, because that company, it is doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is innovating, creating new products, trying to make our lives better. You see what I mean? Coca-Cola, on the other hand, for example, Coca-Cola is just trying to maintain its status, maintain versus growth. Coca-Cola wants to sell its drink as much as it can and pay that dividend. That's how it wants to maintain its status. However, you have companies like Microsoft that, and Apple and Nvidia now, that are in our lives. Like, who doesn't like to play video games? Who doesn't want to surf the internet, get information, watch videos and stuff like that? Those things make our lives better. And having as much money into companies that are improving our daily lives, it's the best way to go. Basically, you are forfeiting the total return for immediate gratification. You are in the stock market because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good that you're receiving those dividends from company. And I tell people at the same time that I don't have to worry about not owning Coca-Cola because I own it. I'm not worried about owning Apple because I own it through the S&P 500 ETF or index fund. I own all these companies and I don't have to worry. I take the worrying out of the equation. I have other things in this world that I have to accomplish. I gotta go to work. I got a family to take care of. I want to better myself. Like, if I try to read charts, stocks charts, stuff like that, it's pointless, because unless you have inside trading knowledge, for a regular Joe like me, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? it will rarely happen, or I gotta be lucky, to hit jackpot in the stock market. So that's why I just invest in ETF, because it's not the best I can do. It's the right thing to do. Again, I'm not bashing dividend investors. You want to invest in dividends, that rocks your boat. But I am not here to sell you a fairy tale, a story. I'm here to be honest. I was there. I was investing in dividends stocks for years, and I was like, but why am I investing in dividends, but I do not own Apple? Or why do I have AT&T but not Verizon? Why do I own Google but not Amazon? I use these companies. I think I spent on Amazon about $400 this week alone, over $400 just on Amazon, buying stuff on Amazon. So why not get the benefit of if Amazon making a profit and received, even though it's not paying a dividend, but at least get the share appreciation? Why not buy the fund? That's my thought process. I'm not here to pamper anyone. And again, this is personal. And one more thing that I do notice from people that are talking to you about dividends, they tell you, hey, this is not financial advice. You do what you want. Because they know that if you invest in X, Y, and Z company, and because of the dividend and the track record, to be like, they're gonna catch hell. Like, hey, why the hell are you telling me to buy this stock if you told me to do so? So that's why they have to put the label, or the fine print of, this is not financial advice. But when you invest in the S&P 500, I think I'm giving financial advice. It's the best thing you could do. It's the best bang for your buck. And I think that we can all agree in this. So do what you will, and let's grow together. So do this what you will, and I know you're not gonna agree with me because I'm being honest. I'm telling you the truth. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you're subscribed, I thank you. And don't forget to, comment, share or like. Tell YouTube that you like this type of videos, and I'll keep doing them. And remember that I'll be here when there's a market crash. Expect it at any time. Have a good day. And I'll see you in the next Ivan Stock Talks video upload.